But repeat, there are others that are not included here, like renewal process. That I think is a good opportunity for you in the future. And that's what I want to talk. And I told you before about the evolution, what I understand the evolution of the smart city. So smart city in 2008, so it was November, December 2007, IBM take the concept of the smart planet. To the smart planet, how to do it, how to implement it. And from that time, there was the model 1.0, who is technology driven for technologies like Bosco or from Samsung. This kind of technology driven, for example, you find in the city of Songdo in Korea. Or you have the model 2.0. It's like technology-enabled city led by the municipality, like from Barcelona, example. Then in 3.0 is a more a model for the 2012, 13, 14, let's say like that in this scenario, where Vienna was the promoter about the circular city or co-creation and the work with the city-centric. And they have this is the citizen co-creation model 3.0. Then the 4.0 is the one I told the sample of the Green Horizon project in Beijing. And now in the Middle East, you have like Neon City from the Saudi Arabia, like a model for 4.0 cognitive city to take the data about use all the artificial intelligence and sensoring data to take from how you do more preventive analytics, more reactive, CCTV cameras, etc. And then the one that the topic we are talking today is the 5.0, where they are working now more in the adaptive, regenerative, and X0 city. So example like Annama Riyadh, or example like in Cairo, you have Sustainable Cairo by the Studio URB, or other examples like Oceanics in Busan by BIC. And then you have, for example, in the advanced air mobility, modular model for the e-ball and more clinic, like for example, for the Elite, who is a company for the sustainable mobility infrastructure. To have, you can put very modular, for example, in the coastal harbor, and no need to be influences in the other part of the city. So, on that regard, I want to show you the sample of how it's designed. For example, this is a example like a Lama in Riyadh. So this is starting the project now. This is cover an area, I will give you the details now, but this is a very big area to cover in different, you consider about the green hair, the orientation, the blue and green area is totally sustainable. This is a 10 kilometer square area where you have 44,000 residents. Per this resident urban to be since 100% renewable energy, 100% water energy, circular economy. You have cycling, you have zero waste city, and this is designed about rings, how you do it, the more eco-friendly design to you recover and to be eco-sustainable for the cell. So this studio has generated some projects around the world, not only in Riyadh, because as I say, I have one in Cairo, one in South Africa. There are 2 projects more in Dubai, and they are expanding things. Similar project like this, you can, I think Studio Pomero has a couple of them in Malaysia, and if I don't wrong now, you will have one more in Indonesia. But I want to show you this example like regenerative. And in the future, this is, for example, the other one I mentioned before, Oceanics. This is in Korea, in Busan. So what it is, this is a modular, it's a resident sustainable community, an ecology. So this is a platform living to have the respect of also all the marine protection downtown. This is BioRock. This is study of preparing zero waste system. Is a model that can be modular and expanded for the harbor and for all the part of the ports that can be protected, and is also analyzed to be floating system to be, it's very eco-friendly and just generate as much as you are growing in the future. So this example, for example, is done by a big studio, like the same I told before about Chongqing, VI City with robotic, but this is eco-friendly depot. And this is the sample I told you before about the advanced air mobility for the modular infrastructure by Elite. Elite is a company from Norway. It's now in London to try to design. They are expected to have more than 2,000 of this modular infrastructure in the port and harbor before 2040. So this is that take it about advanced air mobility, which is electrical, let's say vertical and trade of landing. So it's a helicopter before, but now they will be fully renewable and autonomous adjacent infrastructure. But at the same time, you can put this in modular hexagons in the coast. That means that you will have autonomous shipping and autonomous thing that will be more eco-friendly, and you can spend as much as you need in the area try to avoid other kind of more aggressive traffic design. So with this example, I will focus now in what one country like Saudi Arabia take like the dependency of oil and gas, and how they are planning to do in the future to have, in the technologies, in the smart, and all infrastructure for the world in different markets. So this is a city who has done, as you have the data here, I show you dependency basically with gas. We are talking about 65% of the area, but to 2040 has the oil and gas dependency minimum. So they are massive and active Saudi 2030 plan that I will show you now to take in many, many scenarios. They are, I must say, they are running more than a bit to some images and some data, but also running in parallel that will be affected with the EC at the end. You see the capital, they are expected to have a Riyadh, like one of the top 10 capital before 2040, plus to 7.5 million population to 15 to 20 million population. That's require a massive expansion plan to generate, how to say, in an area, have how to say, not very friendly climate, and you need to prepare many things how to be as much as sustainable. So the Saudi 2030 plans is covered many things. I think I saw the speaker before me have about the program. So there is the ambitious nation, this is driven economy, this is driven society, but there is a more important, there are 11 programs, like national integrated logistic and development program. This how we deploy to do in a smart city, but not only, because that's covered also industrial megaports. I will see some data here now, but based on these greenfield cities, not the brownfield city, new cities, all of them they are built around nature, cognitive, hyper-aware, ultra-safe, we say hyper-connected. They are planning to have a full infrastructure to prepare to do this thing. This is a common element of all of this. I will give you some example of this project. Maybe you saw in the media, more famous. So Neom, the famous Neom city is let's say geographically is located in the western coast, northwestern coast of the sea of the country of Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. So it's in the close from to Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Jordan, in this area, close to the Canal of Suez, and they had the public investment fund, who is basically the sovereign fund of the Saudi Arabia, invested $500 billion to deploy this area like a technology hub. It's like a nation expansion, like it's around 26,005 kilometers square. You have a plan in the city. They are covering 16 sectors of the economic, the all Neom, because the Neom is also covered 450 kilometers of coastal area. And what I'm saying is you must consider there are regions in the Neom, like Oxagon, the one you see the line, who is 170 kilometers to project in the line. You can see the publicity, all designed with the mirroring, just to be more sustainable. Then you have Trojana in the mountains, like a region. Then you have the coastal, who will be deployed 15 islands. Then the first one was, I think, 2 weeks ago, launched the project is Sendana. And then it will be a spin-off created around the technology city lab, who is cognitive city, for example, it's autonomous. Autonomous is covering all the infrastructure and technology for all these regions, and not only for Neom, but also they are planning to expand also other services for the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia and expand it for the Middle East. Innova is the company they create a spin-off full renewable energy, water and hydrogen. Then you see Neom, green hydrogen company, would have green hydrogen like solution to have the goal to have all full simple 100% producing green in this area. In addition, as I say, it's a mega project. It's a mega project. Will take some time. They expect to have 7 million people to 2007, between 2030 and 2040. So this is a project very ambitious. around here, you find a couple of projects more. That's more oriented in deployment of tourists, deployment of ecotourists, the protection of the coral, etc. So the name is the Red Sea, now it's named the Red Sea Global. It's covered two projects, the Red Sea Development Company. I will give you an example. The Red Sea Development Company, the Red Sea, this is covered 22 Iceland, 6 inland areas. This covered also 48 hotels, 80,000 cameras. They expected to have this running with the two first coming this year because the COVID has delayed some part of the project. I had fully greenfield to deploy this team, and the goal is to protect all the coastal area of this sea, to have a new coral reforestation, etc., to have new production. The COP27 in Sharm el-Sheikh, Mohammed bin Salman, the Prince of to have the Saudi and Middle East Green Initiative, so a 2.5 billion initiative to cover this area to have a clean deployment of the net-zero technologies of distributed aerosol like wind energy, green hydrogen, and another one. So, for that regard, the company, the Red Sea has created a company, Red Sea Global, now to expand it to do service not only for this area, but also in the coastal and Egypt and other this program. A sample, these are here. These are other examples, but these are from protected areas of UNESCO. That means historical areas, like, for example, Lula, 7,000 historical generation, and they're here, or Digidia project, who is the original Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. These are the problem mega projects at the same time of this, to deploy the historical respect. So that means it's different from concept like the other one we saw before, or Riyadh Culture District. This is the Riyadh Cultural District is a project of the Royal Commission of Riyadh City, who is covered the Sport Boulevard, you say here, the Digital District, the Cultural District, they cover also the King Salman Park, they cover also the Kirija. This is the exit of the city of Riyadh, 45 kilometers. You have multi-part thematic. You have Formula One, you have the Red Six Flags, etc. So this will be all very transformative plan. I will try to jump very fast because otherwise I think we don't want to take all the time talking about project. I would like to have more questions that you have curiosity. So the industrial development logistics program. So in this initiative, you say, as I said before, they have 11 small clean ports. They have been approved 8,000 kilometers of new railways. They have the to the Middle East group. And then is the most important is this is the last month also was announced the new Riyadh King Salman II International Airport will be a metropolis, developing in the new city of Riyadh and the expansion with the goal of this mega city with their planning to be one of the top 10 in 2040, creating 8 economic zones around the kingdom. So we will be a special economic zone to be liberalized economy. And to that, this CADS or model with the industrial city were all together to deploy 5 centers or 5 buildings for Center for Industrial Revolution. That means including robotics, 3D printing, process automation, digital twin, all technologies to evolve this to help the kingdom to what they need to do that. So based on that, the roadmap of the SA of Riyadh City, who is the more at the end of this part of the Soviet Union, you have this. They have to spend to have they have to do the Asian Olympics as well in the 2034. But the most important, they have this metropolis about the city of Riyadh, and they are planning to grow between, as I say, to 7.5 to 15 to 20 million. So we need to think from now how they are planning to spend. And similar, like I say in Melbourne, samples or Detroit, like if you are expanding and you are planning to do in the blueprint and now how the city urbanization growing, you need to think as well, and this is a reflection to all of us, you need to think as well, areas that you, for example, are planning to do downtown now parking and do the fleet management, you will not reuse this. How will this be reused for 10 years from now? How is it the green parts with the vertical farms to grow in the city? But that's not tomorrow, but this you need to think today. So this is pure the concept of regenerative adapted city. And at the same time, I will leave to you this the comment of the Prince Mohammed bin Salman. They say there is no doubt the economy is not based in country, rather it's in the cities. 80% of the world economy is countries moving in the city, and that will be, but they will grow to the 95%. This is what going in the Future Institute and Innovative session they did last time. But I will add this in reflection as before. I don't think it's only cities, but it's more in cluster. And just take the example, and you have in Indonesia there, and that's, for example, you cover area like Indonesia, Philippines, all the country, you have 7,000 Iceland. You need to connect the infrastructure. You need to create this. You need to create a road cluster and the trading. So based on that, I think the future in all of us. So as what you are planning to expand this thing, is you need to think about this. Thank you very much for all. This is my presentation, introduction about the topic today. I would like to do more details, but I think it's, sorry, I have been very fast to this, but I think the time is limited and I have been the last, I don't want to be there. So if you have any question, more than welcome to respond. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Manuel Rocamora. Ladies and gentlemen, please let us give warm applause and appreciation for Mr. Manuel Rocamora. We have had already 3 questions up until now, Mr. Manuel. The first one, it's from Miss Dina, coming from PT Delta, about ASEAN Smart City Network of 3 cities from Indonesia. Why Banyuwangi and or is there a special character for a city to be a smart city network? Please.
There is no why they choose this. I think it was 2018 why these 3 cities was chosen by us as a smart city network. In November event in Singapore, but also prepared in 2018. I think the framework about the choice of these 3 cities from the Indonesia were decided with the government and the entities between there and Indonesia. Capital of Indonesia, or why, for example, Bandung was not in there. That was not, I think, no special thing. That just common element that any of these 3, for example, mobility, recovery of heritage cities. So there is original, I think, when the discussion 2000, it was not limitation of history, but the planning to expand. It is coming in the COVID, and that will probably change all. And now is the first report last month about this expectation. I'm not anymore in Hong Kong. I was before based there in Macau. Is that will be growth of the city and will be the elements of all this. I don't know if I how was at that time.
Okay, thank you, sir. We still have me from Nigeria. How can we benefit from a great village for Fountain University of Sebuah, Nigeria? Any contact amsani@yahoo.co.uk and vc@fua. Type the email of Miss Sani from Nigeria so that Mr. Manuel Rocamora could note the email. Please, sir, for the question.
I mean, regardless, regarding the model, it's not my model. Let's say smart city, as I told you, I tried to explain clearly from the beginning. Smart city, you have many models, and all can be valid, depending on geolocation. You're talking about Nigeria. I have a couple of cases. Last week I was in another speech with some people from Nigerian project. So this is pretty much depend on the maturity level where you are you are planning to expand. So the regenerative city is something that you need to think in the future, but you can apply depending on can be technology enabled that help to you this, or you can be the government can be the so all models can be valid. This is not one or the other. The most important thing, you need to think about how you want to do, how you space, and in terms in particular with Nigeria. So there is a very fast deployment, very fast growing. So we need to do many massive infrastructure, and that need to be considered when you are planning to do the planning, urbanization. So repeat, this model is done by, not only by me, this is companies who are following like EU Studio Urban, like Smart Net Zero, like Studio Pomeroy, like a big, like, so based on that, this has been this evolution. Which one you choose? All are valid depending on the level of maturity or the elements. For example, if you are a city more consolidated, if you are a growing city like expanding very fast, this is depending. It's not regarding this repeat what we are doing is investing in urbanization, mobility as a service, mobility companies to try to be clean. In my presentation, I shared it with the people. My email is I will be more than happy to share any information you need or link.
Thank you, sir. And then we have the last question from online participant, Institute of Technology. The slum areas in urban cities, especially for developing cities and countries, such as Indonesia. Please, sir.
Slum areas. I don't know that I cut correctly the questions. I mean, when you need, this is the part when you need to consider how are you growing in a more holistic way. I say for me, if Indonesia is particular case, you have the sample of the new capital, you need to move Jakarta outside for problems of flooding, traffic, and other things. So you must consider some elements. So that means how is, for example, electricity, urbanization, how are they planning to do these areas? You don't have, for example, in any of the island grid at all, or off-grid and bad grid. I remember do some assessment my time ago in telco part of the Indosat or Cellnet. So excited. So these areas are pretty much similar, and you need to connect this thing to have more. I mean, there is not a magic thing to do this thing. You need a holistic approach, and how you are planning to whatever you do in the supply chain of the elements they are added to your system. You need to assume this the ESG that not add more emission or more how to say more friendly, city friendly or centric friendly to the people. That's I'm not sure if I respond you well the question. Otherwise, please send me an email with exactly the question or the city where you are talking about, because maybe I did some assessment and some details. I can give you more personalized details.
Thank you so much, Mr. Rokamora. Ladies and gentlemen, we still have several minutes for this session, so we would like to open the opportunity for on-site participants that if the participants on-site would like to convey the questions to Mr. Rokamora. Okay, seems that's all for the question and answer session. Thank you so much, Mr. Manuel Rocamora. Let us give warm and biggest appreciation for Mr. Manuel Rocamora.
Thank you so much, everybody, and thank you for the invitation.
Thank
All
you,
the
sir.
best.
Thank you, sir.
Bye-bye.
Good afternoon from Indonesia.
Bye.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's carry on to our next session, which is online documentation. For online participants, we kindly request for you to open your camera. In the next 2 minutes, we are going to take the documentation for online participants. Screenshot, capture. We remind again for online participants, we kindly request for you to open your camera since in a moment, we're going to screenshot and capture for the online participants. Okay, on my count, 1, 2, and 3. Please hold for a moment since there are some slides that need to be captured. Okay, first slide, then. Second slide, then. Third and fourth slide. Fifth slide. 6 out of 8. 7 out of 8. Okay, now our last screenshot. Ladies and gentlemen, for the online participants especially, we would like for you to fill the form that our committee have dropped in the chat box of the Zoom meetings. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, we have come to the final part of our event. We hope all discussions we had today will guide us in innovating solutions for smart cities challenges ahead. We kindly remind that we still have programs until 22nd of December, which we will start again our materials and our programs tomorrow at 10 a.m. on-site and online. For on-site event is going to be held at Auditorium IPTEX East Center campus of Bandung Institute of Technology, and online still in the same link of the Zoom meetings. For on-site participants, you could still have your coffee break and enjoy our cuisine at the backside of this auditorium after this event. On behalf of the committee, thank you for your great enthusiasm and participation. Lastly, good afternoon. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. See you on the next program.
Recording stopped.
Yes.